Hi there, it's the Time Lord here. Thank you for tuning in and watching this. Now, I've done my show for today, but I just could not resist a response to something that happened today. It's left me with bemusement and I would say quite a bit of amusement as well. So, what happened? Well, this morning, I went through, as I sometimes do during the week, and just looking at people I might want to link in with and just grow my network. And I just sent out some LinkedIn requests to certain people, and most people were nice enough to respond and they were polite, and the majority have accepted, except there was one. I found a fellow photographer and I thought, okay, their work's quite nice, they do quite good things. And I, as you know, have some photographers on this show, and I work collaboratively with some photographers. And one of the aims of this show is just to let people know that we're still around. And as photographers, we're there to answer the needs of businesses when they call. But what happened on this occasion was quite extraordinary. I've just received a reply from this photographer, one of the people that I reached out to, and they said that they're sorry, but because they've built up over 2,000 followers on LinkedIn, they actually don't link up with other photographers. The only photographers they link up with are their friends, and they don't bother with basically other photographers. Obviously, they don't see any point to it, but it was this arrogance that I've got more than 2,000 people. Now, it is clear that this person, I'm not going to name them, has not looked at my own profile because I've got over 2,000 people on LinkedIn. In the real world, that is minuscule. Some people have thousands, hundreds and thousands and so on. It's absolutely minuscule, and I'm learning to develop my own reach and my own network. And so she hadn't looked at my profile. She hadn't seen that in terms of followers and connections, maybe not followers, but connections were about the same. Furthermore, I then went on to say what I was doing on this show, that today I had Richard Szymanski on, who's photographed the Queen, Prince William, and other people, generals, royalty. I had on the show Karen Sutton-Johal, author of The 4 Money Mindsets. She's coming on my show again in September, on the 11th of September, I think it is. Had Pete Avery on, who was ex-senior art director of Vanity Fair, Vogue, and so on. So I've had quite a few people. John Ketley, serial entrepreneur, very successful guy. I've had quite a few people on who have a reach well beyond my own because I just think they're interesting people. Also, I've had on the show fellow photographers as well, working with them in collaboration and talking to them about photography. I had interior designers on and so on. So my reach isn't huge, I'm not saying that, but I am beginning to build up a reach with some very interesting people and some other people who in turn have quite a bit of influence and reach in their various fields and expertise. And for this person just to say to me, oh, because I've built up over 2,000 people, I'm not going to connect with you, is just smacks of so much arrogance. Now, sadly, they're not going to see this, probably not this video. I do make it open to the public, but they probably won't even bother. And then at the end of their message to me, they said one thing which was absolutely extraordinary. It said, oh, you can still follow her at this link. In other words, I'm so gracious to you that here's a link and you can follow me. Absolutely extraordinary. Absolutely extraordinary. I've been gobsmacked by it and I was quite angry, quite defensive, but now I'm actually quite amused and bemused by it that somebody would take that. So my tip is, in this shorter video, is to be very careful about who you accept, who you don't accept, and check them out first. I had a request this morning from somebody, don't know, and it's just somebody from Asia somewhere, load of gobbledygook on their profile, couldn't work out who they are. I just didn't accept them. It's probably some scam of some sort, or somebody wanting me in their network so they can tap into it and then actually go for my network of people as well. But basically, don't just discount people like that with such arrogance. You are at liberty to say no thank you, have no problem with that. But with arrogance, and imply that I'm better than you because I've got 2,000 people. There are billions of people in the world, love. 2,000, it's less than a pinprick. I know that. You clearly don't. Anyway, that's me. That is the Time Lord. Live long and prosper. May the force be with you this weekend. Have a great weekend, and I look forward to seeing you soon. Cheers, then. Bye.